Take a look at this megaport in Chancay, Peru. Built by a Chinese firm, it's set to become the transportation hub of Latin America, cutting sea freight times from South America to Asia by 10 days or even more. Having opened just a day ahead of the APEC economic leaders meeting in Lima, it's an example of how increased economic ties between China and Latin America benefits not only the two regions,
Y no solamente creo que a América Latina, donde están los países de la región, llámese Argentina, Chile, Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, sino quizá también a la América misma.
but extends to both sides of the Pacific.
Japan, South Korea, even Singapore, other countries in Asia, we also benefit from this kind of harbor.
Transportation is essential to building a connected Asia-Pacific, as highlighted by the APEC Connectivity Blueprint. With 22 Latin American and Caribbean countries having joined the Belt and Road Initiative, Chinese investment is expanding both in countries and in sectors, addressing the region's critical needs.
Historically, in the first decade of the 21st century, most of Chinese FDI went to energy. In the last 5 years, what we're witnessing until 2023 is transportation are becoming the most important sector.
Aside from transportation, China's energy investments, while traditionally fossil fuel related, are going green. In Chile, a Chinese firm's greenfield investment project involves a 1,350-kilometer transmission line set to be completed by 2029. It's expected to help Chile realize its carbon-neutral goals.
I think this is a match, if you want, to both of Chinese firms that have upgraded technologically and in the last 10 or 15 years. And secondly, of course, there is also an enormous demand in Latin America for green processes. So I think it's a good case, if you want to, where supply and demand match.
While China's foreign direct investment capital stock in Latin America and the Caribbean topped $600 billion by 2023, trade between China and the region surged from just over $12 billion in 2000 to nearly $490 billion in 2023. It's expected to top $500 billion this year.
Bilateral trade between the two sides has been more diversified. In the past 20 or 30 years, mainly China imported raw materials, natural products. And nowadays, many Chinese people can enjoy fruits, wine from Chile and Argentina, and nice beef from Brazil.
At the 7th China International Import Expo held in Shanghai earlier this month, exhibitors from Latin America and the Caribbean shared their excitement about the future prospects of China-Latin America relations.
We are open for you in our country, and we are glad to share with you all our stuff, things.
They've invited us, and they're very welcoming to new business, and it's something that we look forward to.
We have really good products, and China has a lot of technology. So why not build a really good tie that help us grow together?
At the same time, experts say Chinese exports are contributing to technological upgrades in Latin America.
China has become a very important exporter of intermediate goods. You can use these new goods and services for either the domestic market or for export orientation. We are witnessing an increasingly mature process.
With a tense geopolitical backdrop, however, some, including the U.S., view China's growing influence in Latin America as a threat,
giving China a foothold in America's backyard.
We've seen the threat from China pop up right in our backyards.
Chinese Communist Party's first order of business is to own Latin America, our backyard.
For others, these ties offer an additional push for regional growth, whether through competition or collaboration.
A prosperous Latin America is good for the U.S. Both U.S. and China can cooperate with Latin America to open up its economy, okay? So that would be a triple win.
I believe this is very positive for Latin America and the Caribbean, and by the way, also for third countries. No? They have to innovate in terms of new products, new services in its competition with China.
Amid rising protectionism and economic decoupling, building open and inclusive cooperation is more crucial than ever. Through years of efforts, China has shown its dedication to this very cause.